Welcome back. You're watching News Centre. The Indian beverage industry has urged the government to reduce GST on beverages such as bottled water, carbonated drinks, fruit juices, which are in the higher tax slab. Speaking to my colleague Timsy Jaipuria, CK Jaipuria, the chairman of the Indian Beverage Association, said they have urged the government to reduce GST on bottled water from 18% and 12% to 5% and reduce GST on fruit juice from 12% to 5%. Listen in.
Categories which are there in the industry, which is the fruit juices, the water, and the carbonated soft drinks, all of them, unfortunately, are now getting taxed at a very high rate. We have told the government, we have sent representation to the government and to the GST Council and the group of ministers individually as well, that we should be taken out of the so-called sin category, where you have the various kind of products, which whether it's tobacco or whether it is alcohol, which classify in that category, and we are getting taxed at a very high rate. At the same time, we have things like water, which is an essential commodity, and juices, which is part of your day-to-day consumption as horticulture, used by farmers. All of them are getting classified and being taxed at 40%, 18%, and 12%.
Argument that the government gives is that these rates are similar to the pre-GST rates. When the entire exercise of introducing GST was being launched, it was launched by keeping the rates almost similar to something which was there or which was prevalent in the country earlier as well.
We approached the government at the time when GST came, and we had given detailed argument on what was the GST rate at that time. What unfortunately happened is between the excise and the sale tax, the government seemed to have picked up the highest slabs, and now they have put it together as 40%. Earlier, there were areas, including the city of Delhi where we are, and where the taxes were much, much lower and would have classified in the category which is close to 30%. And now we have a situation where we are not even in the highest category. We are being included 28% plus 12% cess, which is a retrograde tax. I mean, we had thought that the government would have it for not more than 4 years. It's just going on. But water, of course, was close to what you are saying. It's right. It was very close to what you are saying now, as well as juices. Juices were also slightly lower. I don't know the exact number, but juices were also slightly lower.
So the segment of non-alcoholic beverages includes, for example, as you said, bottled water or packaged water as it is being used under the GST terminology. Why do you think that the GST rates of 18% on less than 20 litres package and a 12% on 20 litres and above package are high? Because government continues to have the argument that that this is a luxury and it should not be at 5%. You said that bottled water is an essential commodity.
How can just 2 weeks back there was floods in Andhra. From one of my plants, and along with Coke and Bisleri, we must have given at least 5 million bottles for the government to distribute free. How can something which is being given free to the people in distress be called a luxury? I mean, this is consumed day to day. People are still not getting good drinking potable water everywhere in the country. And now the consumption is getting started more and more in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities and villages where people cannot afford this. In the process of high taxation, people land up buying substandard.
When it comes to carbonated drinks, government is keeping it under 28% plus 12% cess under the sin goods category. And the government says that these rates are again equal to the pre-GST rates, and it should be under the sin good category because it is not healthy. Carbonated drinks are not healthy. Why are you seeking a reduction on that particular segment?
Well, We do believe that we are not a sin category. Everybody consumes these goods. I mean, there's no compulsion to consume these goods. It's by choice. And definitely, we cannot be in the same category as alcohol and cigarettes. At 28%, I mean, first of all, 28 is the highest slab. And then you have another 12% on that. What we are requesting is a reduction to 18%.